All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Matt Modi. I'm a content producer and betting analyst for OddsJam.com. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to be a fast sports bettor. It's not complicated. It will certainly not be the longest video you ever watch, but as sports betting becomes more and more popular, and as you understand how important it is to be able to move quickly on a profitable betting opportunity, you understand why it is so important to be a fast sports bettor. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. Less than 10 minutes, could be less than 5 minutes, how to become a fast sports bettor. Figure the easiest way to talk to you about it would be to show you. So we can get right into it. Number one, an easy thing to do, depending if you're using your phone or if you are using your computer. Either way, have all of the apps on your phone in one folder that you know exactly where to go. And if you're using your computer, have all of the sportsbooks in a folder in a tab, which is exactly what I have. So if I need to go to a sportsbook, I immediately have everything in one tab. So I need to go to PointsBet, and guess what? It's right here. Oh, I need to go to FanDuel to place one. Guess what? It's right here. But having all of the sportsbooks in a tab or in a folder is a really easy way to know exactly where to go when you need to navigate them. But with that said, another thing that I would recommend doing, and this mostly makes sense for when you're using your computer. Like for me, I place all of my bets using OddsJam, using the positive expected value page. So if I'm hopping on to oddsjam.com knowing that, like, all right, I'm about to be placing a bunch of bets, what I will do is I'll actually pre-log in to every sportsbook before I actually do anything. So instead of being like, oh, here's a good profitable bet on DraftKings, let me go to DraftKings and log in. Instead, what I do is before I even start looking at bets, I'll log in to all the sportsbooks. So that way, when I realize that, a profitable bet has occurred, I'm already logged in. I can just immediately go in and do it. So the two steps before you even need to learn anything: have all the sports books in a folder or in a folder either on your phone or on your desktop. And then in this, mostly, like I said, it makes sense on your desktop, already be logged in to all the sports books before you even start doing anything. And then from there, what you need to do, and this part, it kind of comes as you get more experience and as you start sports betting more, is just understand how to navigate each sportsbook. Like some sportsbooks have a search function. So if I want to place a bet, let me log in here. If I want to place a bet on PointsBet, I know that, okay, I need to go place a bet for this NBA game. If you click this little menu here, you can search PointsBet. So I'll just say, okay, I'm placing a bet in the Pistons game. So I'll just search Detroit Pistons and I'll pull up the game from here. Just just understanding the little nuances of each sportsbook is really important. Or instead of, if I don't feel like searching a game, I just want to go to NBA. I know this little brings up the menu, goes to NBA, and here are all the games. I will say the search function is the easiest when you are betting random games like this. Like if I wanted to go and place this, it was like Samford versus Alabama A&M. If I wanted to go and place this bet, actually, here's a bet on PointsBet. It's a college basketball game. So one thing I could do is go to PointsBet. Looks like college basketball is on the popular leagues, and I can search all the way down until I find Samford versus Alabama A&M. Or I could just use the search function and say, oh, Samford, and here it is. Samford versus Alabama A&M pops up right here. Now I can go in and place any bet that I want. There are some sports books that don't have a search function, like FanDuel does. It's right up here. DraftKings, so DraftKings is one of the sports books that doesn't have a search function, which is really frustrating. It's the easiest thing a sports book can do. But regardless, if I wanted to bet a college basketball game and I don't feel like scrolling through, okay, let me find, because there's so many, right? You could scroll forever. Tonight's not so much, but on a normal college basketball day or like a college football Saturday, you could scroll forever and not be able to find the bet that you're looking for. What I like to do, and let me move my camera, is if you're in this, again, works on your computer. Searching, you can search on your phone, you can search wherever. But if you're using your computer, if you just hit Control F, it pulls up this little search function here. Control F basically means find. And now you type in who you're looking for. So I knew I want to bet Samford versus Alabama A&M. Guess what? If I search Samford up here, let me zoom in a little bit. If I search Samford up here, it takes me to exactly where Samford shows up in this little, on DraftKings. So it's annoying that you can't search on DraftKings. If you can, maybe I am missing it, but at least you can just Control F to find it. So that's navigating to the game itself. Now, you also should learn how to navigate certain props, right? Like PointsBet, if I go back to an NBA game, like let's say you want, like you're taking an alternate spread on PointsBet. You would think, like if, or an alternate total, whatever. You would think, oh, if I go to totals, these are actually team totals. Like if you want to pick an alternate spread, FanDuel or PointsBet has, pick your own spread, and then you can go from there. But then there are other sports books like a BetMGM, which makes everything a lot easier to understand where the different markets are. So if I log in to BetMGM, and I can show you BetMGM, like I want to go to an NBA game. Let's say I want to bet a player prop. BetMGM has it nice and laid out, literally under player props. That's pretty nice. But if you want to place a bet on FanDuel, you go to, instead of going just individually to player props, you can look at each one individually. Points, rebounds, assists, player threes, stuff like that. So I'm not going to go through every sportsbook and tell you, but what I will say, and I can move my camera back here, what I will say is just understanding the different sportsbooks and how to navigate them can help you out a ton. And that's what I would recommend doing. So obviously, like I said, that part specifically comes as you are sports betting more, but using the search function, Control F, understanding where different markets are on different sportsbooks will help you. Like if I'm scrolling through the OddsJam positive EV page and, a player propped up that I want to lock in on whatever sportsbook, on DraftKings. It's important to know, okay, NFL, I'm looking at the Titans, Packers, and then guess what? All of the different props are up here as well, stuff like that. So again, I'm not going to go through every sports book, but understanding how to navigate sports books, when to search, when to Control F, where different markets are, will help you in the long run, because I can assure you nothing's more frustrating than finding a really good bet, going to place it, and realizing you were too late. Now, sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. You're literally just too late regardless, but there are other times there are certain things you can do to become a fast sports bettor. Fast sports betting equals profitable sports betting, and that's going to be it. So to recap, number one, have a folder either on your phone or on your desktop where all of the sports books are located. So if you're on your phone, you want to place a bet on DraftKings, you just go to the folder. There you go. You could do the same thing on your computer. Next up, and this is more for the computer than the phone, is just have them, before you start sports betting, like you log in, know you're about to place a bunch of bets, log into all of the sports books before you even start looking. So that way you just save that extra step. And then lastly, and this one will come with time, understand how to navigate different sports books, when to search, when to Control F, where the different markets are, stuff like that. But for this video, we're about 8 minutes deep. Hopefully, I have taught you how to become a fast sports bettor. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. That helps me out a ton. But that is all I got for you guys. So thanks for watching and have a good one.